let's make the face sculpting. So this face sculpting is one of the techniques that I use, but this is the most frequent one that you're gonna find in my patterns. So first of all, make sure your eyes are placed where it is stated in the pattern. For me, it's between round 10 and round 11 for the unicorn. So once your eyes are in, between your 2 stitch markers, in all of my patterns, I always add an extra stitch marker. This is why, it's to help guide you with the face sculpting. So what you're gonna need your head, you're gonna need a piece of white yarn, going to need your scissors, your tapestry needle, and of course stuffing. So first, we are going to thread your needle with your white yarn. Once you have your needle thread with your yarn, what you will do, you will take the first eye out by keep looking where it was in. So you see that little hole here? Because we're going to put it back in here. So you go to the really next stitch, the one really next to it, super close. Get your yarn to get out from this stitch, from the inside of the head, and then you're going to insert your tapestry needle into the next stitch right next to where the eye was and pull it out from inside the head. You see how it does this little line? You're going to do this 3 times in the same exact stitch. Make sure that you have a good amount of yarn inside here because we're going to need to use it to pull it together. So 2, 3. Alright, so now we did it 3 times. We're going to take our safety eye and we're going to put it back in that middle stitch. And then we're going to push the safety eye through the back of the yarn that we just got through. So you're going to have to wiggle it through it, trying to push it through that piece, just like that. So now we are going to do the other side and take out your eye where the hole was for your eye. You're going to insert your tapestry needle right next to it. Make sure that long piece of tail is out of the head. Then you're going to insert on the other side of where the eye was into that stitch, and then we will be doing the exact same thing as we did for the previous eye. We're going to do it 3 times like we did before. Once that's done, we're going to take our eye and we're going to insert it back into that middle stitch. I'm going to push it through the little piece of yarn it has through the back. Just like that. And now we're going to put in our washers. So you're going to have to push pretty hard to try to get those washers in. You want them to be secure. Yeah, just like that. So now you can see the eyes are safe in place. Now we'll do the other part of the face sculpting. You take those 2 pieces of yarn, the 2 tails we got, and you're going to make a knot and pull tight. Make sure you don't pull too tight to break the yarn, but you will pull tight enough. So you see how the 2 back of the safety eyes are touching? That's how it will be. Now we're going to make a knot. So I know right now it looks weird. It looks very tight, but once you put the stuffing in, it will be less tight. It will loosen up. So now we're making a knot to secure it. And whoop, here it got stuck in one of my stitch. Let's try to undo this. Perfect. And now this is what it will look like. Make sure when we're going to add the stuffing that you also do a little bit of face sculpt. When the face sculpting, you have to do a little bit of shaping. You need to do a bit of shaping. Sorry about that. So now we're going to put the stuffing. Make sure those pieces of yarn are sticking out because we're going to need it. We are not done. So stuff it. Make sure you put a little bit of stuffing at a time, not too much. And we're going to make sure that we shape it as we go to really make the face. So make sure they get all the little crevices, but we're not going to overstuff yet. We just stuff enough to have the shape that we need so we can keep going on the third part of the face sculpting. So now you can see the way like the face sculpting is for the eyes. They're sinking in. Now we'll be doing the third part basically. This is what it looks like once it's all stuffed. So now you're going to take your tapestry needle with your white yarn. Make sure that little tail is still sticking out. You will take your tapestry needle and you will insert it on the right side of your eye at the bottom. Like this, and then it will go back in on the other side of your eye. You see that little white line right there? That line will be gone. So make sure to pinch and hold tight. We don't want to see that little white line. See how it creates a little cheek? Now we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Pull the yarn out. Make sure we secure that little tail that we're going to need. Insert that tapestry needle on the other side of the eye. Again, we see that little line. We will be pulling tight. We don't want to see it. Now we're going to secure it by making a knot. Once that is done, we push the stuffing back in. And now before we keep stuffing, we will use the tapestry needle with the white yarn that we have left, and we will insert into the bottom right of the eye, go all the way up through the head to the other side. That will make the little white part of the eyes, a little white glare. This is what we're making right now. Make sure there's no stuffing stuck to the yarn. Make sure you pull tight so it stays in place, but not too tight that it hides behind the safety eye. Do this for the other side. Now we're going to tie it off to make sure it's nice and secure. And we push the little tails inside the head and we add more stuffing. We're going to keep stuffing and sculpting. And once we start decreasing more, we'll be able to add more stuffing. So for now, we do a little bit through the nose, to the back of the head. So it's important that you sculpt and move that stuffing around to get the shape that you need and want. So this is what it should look like. Once your face sculpting is done, this is what it looks like. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you have any questions, always feel free to email me. Happy crocheting. Have a great day, guys.